combatants needed for hazardous work. Please respond for more information.
Let's ride. I love cities. The rude people, the noise, the chaos. Is it strange that I find it comfortable?
Erstwhile companion. You look remarkably coherent. Most mortals caught in a Daedric tempest would suffer some lasting effects. I'm impressed. Baffled, but impressed. Already? I expected him to wait at least a week before summoning me. Seal's concept of time bears only a faint resemblance to our own. You should set out. I'll be along shortly. You didn't, though. Bully for you. In truth, I sought an alternate route to the throne, through the Everglow. Unfortunately, Nocturnal detected my presence immediately. One of the few burdens of near-divine power, and difficult to miss. Trapped? No. Impeded, perhaps? Fortunately, Nocturnal's attention turned to you and the good Proctor when you defeated the Shadow. It gave me the opportunity to pinpoint the object of her fury. You. I followed her to the throne. The rest is history. Taking it all in, I suppose. Surely you won't begrudge me a moment of vulnerability. This place, it is something. I sense that I won't return anytime soon, if at all. When you've lived as long as I have, that actually starts to mean something. One can only marvel at a rival's triumphs for so long before that awe turns to resentment. And I have no time for petty jealousy. I have plans of my own, and countless realms to explore. I can't afford to linger anywhere for long.
Thank you both for coming.
Of course, old friend. You seem troubled. More troubled than usual, I mean.
Perceptive, as always. I do not wish to diminish your achievement, but Nocturnal's defeat here will be short-lived. What's more, she does not act alone. A third enemy looms at the edge of my sight. Their covetous eyes are now fixed on the Somerset Isles.
Then we should inform the rest of the Sijiks. They'll need to prepare.
I will inform them personally. I have a separate task for you, Devaith. Take the skeleton key. Keep it hidden for as long as you can. I trust that this task pleases you. After all, your love of such trinkets is what brought you here in the first place.
Sometimes I wonder if you see too much. I will keep it safe.
Farewell, Devaithfear. We will not meet again. I haven't visited this memorial for centuries, but even I need reminders every now and again. Do you like this place? It took me the better part of a decade to perfect it. Every stone and flower tells a story. Tales of how things were, how they ought to be. I thought about destroying it on more than one occasion. I'm glad I didn't. I know. Ask and I will answer truthfully. Just know that the truth often fails to satisfy. I sometimes ask myself the same thing. May I confess something to you? I suffer from a peculiar ailment. Shall I describe it? I bear the cruel weight of certainty. Total, absolute, relentless certainty. People rarely comprehend the luxury of doubt, the freedom that comes with indecision. I envy you. Indeed, but such questions are flaccid, cursory indulgences that come and go in an instant. The truth is that my actions, both good and evil, are inevitable, locked in time, determined by chains of action and consequence. Compelled. This city serves a noble goal. The redemption of Tamriel, the unification of competing forces, the destruction of the Daedra. Unfortunately, it is an endeavor built upon a lattice of corpses. Betrayal, untold horrors. Do you understand? Then I pity you. I instructed Devaith to run from the battle that is to come. Now, I urge you to run toward it. Long ago I brokered a truce with the princes of Oblivion. This pact bound 8 princes to an oath that they would never again set foot on Tamriel. Nocturnal was not present when the princes signed the Cold Harbor Compact. Thus she flouts its restrictions. Now, this is important. Nocturnal does not act alone. 2 other princes lie in wait, Clavicus Vile and Mafala. Schemers. A prince of foul bargains and a prince of lust and conspiracy. They pose a significant threat to mortals when they act alone. When they act in concert, especially with Nocturnal present, the threat becomes existential. I have preparations to make outside my clockwork realm. You must stay vigilant. Take heed of any Daedric incursions and stand ready to fight. The prisoner wields great power, making reality of metaphor. We will need you before the end. A fool's hope, perhaps. I should explain. Look around you. All of this exists because it must exist. I stand here, in this place, in this moment, not because I wish to, but because I have to. A result of action and consequence. Clever, but incorrect. The prisoner must apprehend 2 critical insights. First, they must face the reality of their imprisonment. They must see the determinative walls, the chains of causality that bind them to their course. I have, but I fall short of the second insight. The prisoner must see the door to their cell. They must gaze through the bars and perceive that which exists beyond causality, beyond time. Only then can they escape. I see only unsteady walls. If the people of Tamriel must exist inside this cell, I will make sure that the walls are stable, the gaps are sealed, and all who remain stay safe within it. I've met few heroes like you. Very few. I take this matter of the Triad upon myself, but in truth, you may be the one that saves us. The prisoner who frees the world. We shall see. Farewell.
You're never content to rest on your laurels. I admire that.
You have no right to treat me like this. I'm a member of House Lalu, and I demand to speak to someone.
Got a knack for stumbling across those things. Cities are as alive, fickle, and uncertain as people. Some are good, some are bad. Some give you gifts, others rob you blind. This is a great area for harvesting.
We have no time to waste. Go to Sankrator with Sai and the others. Bring back the Amulet of Kings.
Could have hidden that amulet anywhere in Tamriel, and this was your first choice?
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
Brilliant. Why is it that the people with the most ridiculous ideas are always the ones who are most certain of them?
Shut up,
Shut up,
Thorn.
Thorn.
Brings you to Sankrator, old friend? Looking for an amulet, perhaps?
Marco, how did you find this place?
Do you really think I'd allow you to escape the halls of torment if I couldn't track your every movement?
Sai, no! Menimarco, stop! You're killing him!
Where is the Amulet of Kings? My master, Molag Bal, demands it.
Your master, please. You would use the amulet to betray Molag Bal.
Fool! When I ascended, you could have been at my right hand, Tharn. Instead, you chose to align yourself with mongrels and imbeciles. Now, you'll die with them.
You won't get away with this. Do you really think you can betray a Daedric prince?
With the Amulet of Kings, all things are possible. Nations will tremble and bow before me. I will be a god!
The Amulet of Kings will never be yours. It is protected by a ward of the Divines.
You mean your ward of Stendar, god of merciful forbearance, patron of gutless, law-abiding dimwits? It won't even slow me down.
Marco has been watching our every move. We led him right to the amulet. Menimarco may be powerful enough to break through Stendar's ward eventually. If we can get to the shrines quickly and receive Stendar's blessing, we can pass through the ward, but leave it in place. He may not be able to follow for some time. We must make our way to the inner courtyard. From there we can access the chambers where the shrines are located.
Sai, are you well enough to continue?
Have no fear, Snow Lily. I am Redguard. We are like mountain bamboo. Far stronger and more flexible than we might appear.
I find it hilarious that Menimarco chose such a massive projected appearance. He's obviously overcompensating for something.
Through that gate lies the Crypt of Heroes. We can enter if you wish, but it is a foul place where the dead are restless and angry.
The day will be ours!
I hate killing things that are already dead. It's just not as satisfying.
We must keep moving.
Persistent, aren't you? Do you really think you can keep me from acquiring the amulet? Ah, sigh. You still don't understand, do you? My plan will succeed because of your ward of Stendar. It will prevent Molag Bal from observing or interfering. By the time the ward is down and the amulet is mine, it will already be too late.
You're insane if you think you can betray the god of schemes.
Naive child. You know nothing. Chim El Adabal, the red diamond at the center of the Amulet of Kings, is the most powerful soul gem ever created. With the amulet in my possession, I will absorb Molag Bal's power, reducing him to an empty husk of ethereal flesh. Then I will trap his essence within the gem. Will be forgotten. In time, all of Tamriel will bow down before me. Soon, the god of schemes will have a new name. Manimana.
No remorse! Practice makes the master.
friends. I must rest before we continue.
Sai, are you all right? That bastard really hurt you, didn't he? I swear to the gods I'll take his head off.
I'll be fine, Snow Lily. I just need a moment to catch my breath.
Take all the time you need. I'll keep watch. If there's anything I can do, just name it.
An enchanting moment. I'll be over here bringing up my lunch.
Set's tears. I thought I could handle this. Manamarco's sorcery brought back all of the pain and doubt I felt inside the halls of torment. I have pushed my body much further than this. It is my mind that pains me. Manamarco filled my head with shattered memories. They're like broken glass. With every beat of my heart, they stab into me. That voice, Manamarco's voice, it taunted me over and over in an endless cycle for years on end. He never broke my will, but he broke something. I will make it through this, my friend. I did not endure years of torture in the halls of torment only to give up now. My pain has subsided. Let us make haste and finish this. We must consecrate the 2 shrines with Stendarr's blessing before the vault can be opened. The first shrine rests in the Dragon Guard tomb, where so many of my fallen comrades were interred. We must take care to respect their resting place. The shrine is on the far side of the room. Quickly, we must find our way across.
I have a surprise for you, Sai. Do you remember your fallen comrades from the Dragon Guard? I've taken the liberty of raising them, and they're quite anxious to see you.
Again, the King of Worms defiles them. I have no wish to be sick. mercy, charity, and justice. Empower us with your wisdom and vision. Help us to right the wrongs of this world through your grace and with your guidance. Encourage us as we smite the wicked and punish the unjust. Now, we have only to consecrate the second shrine before we can enter the vault.
Nice haul. I'm not afraid of you.
You certainly did a thorough job hiding the amulet, Sai. Couldn't you have just stuffed it in a mattress or something?
The second shrine is in the chamber beyond. There is a trick to reaching it. A puzzle of sorts. I might recall its solution. The altar is on the far side, but to reach it, the drawbridge must be lowered.
Down.
Kill them!
Consecrations. Beseech you to lower your wards and grant us safe passage into the Vault of Kings.
King's victory.
We have received the
Dank corridors, crumbling walls, nauseating smells. This place has all the charm of a Riften brothel. It must feel very much like home to you, Titanfall.
You mean a crypt filled with the rotting corpses of inbred kings and failed statesmen? Must be what it's like at a Tharn family reunion.
Will not succeed. The Amulet of Kings will be mine.
By Stendar's grace and the sword of my father, you will not win, Manamarco.
Soon, you will know the extent of my power and bow before me. Through the power of the Amulet of Kings, I will be transformed. All the nations of Tamriel will bow before me. They will worship me and beg for my mercy. All will know the name of Manimarco as their one true god.
You'll never get away with it, Manimarco. We'll fight you to our last breath.
By all means, my good friend. Try and stop me.
To arms! You're paralyzed. Don't think. Move! They made their choices. So be it. Are you stuck or choosing to remain still? Find some cover!
There it is. The door to the Vault of Kings. The shrines have been consecrated in Stendar's name. Now you must use the Ring of Stendar's mercy to open the vault doors. Stand in the casting circle and direct the ring at the doors to lift the ward. The door should open wide. Look, the amulet. I can see it from here.
A fight? Good.
Manimarco!
Keep Manimarco occupied. I'll close the portal.
Minions, arise! Obey me!
I will hold him at the portal. Focus on Manimarco.
I grow tired of those games.
He's weakening! Don't stop now!
Attack!
Death can stop the most powerful necromancer Tamriel has ever known. This is merely a transition. My first step towards true immortality. Now witness my true power! Watch as I rise up from the grave and ascend to godhood!
Worm! You think you can betray the Lord of brutality and domination without consequence? You will pay for your arrogance. You will writhe in agony for the rest of eternity. Your tortured screams will echo throughout oblivion to serve as a warning to others.
Everything Manimarco did was designed to pit us against each other. We can't let that happen. Look what we can accomplish when we work together.
How uncharacteristically optimistic of you, Titanborn. I may have that embroidered on a pillow.
The Divines gave you a nose for a reason, Tharn. So you can keep your mouth shut and still keep breathing.
Well played, Titanborn. Well played.
We're finished here. It's time to go home.
It is done. The Amulet of Kings is ours once again. Manimarco will pay dearly for the rest of eternity. One cannot out-scheme the god of schemes without paying a heavy price. I cannot imagine the torment that awaits him. Sai Sahan must rest, as must we all. We can sleep a little easier knowing the King of Worms has been defeated, but we cannot rest too long. Molag Bal is still a great threat, and the plane meld must be stopped, or this will all be for naught. I've not forgotten, Vestige. It is another piece of the puzzle, and we shall address it in due time. But for now, let us rest and recover. As always, I will contact you soon. Walk in the light, Vestige. I will summon you again when the time is right. Until then, walk in the light, Vestige.
Sancretor? Never been there, but I understand it's where the Riemann dynasty is entombed. Why do people even bother burying remains anymore? Seems rather a waste of time these days, what with everyone popping up from their graves. Cremation, I say.
There's something wonderful about wandering a city's streets with no destination.
You look tasty, and it's time for my next snack. I kid, of course. It's not nice to hunt prey in this city. Are you planning to rob it? Oh, do say yes. I'm a little bored. I could bring you down before you took 7 steps. Maybe 8. No, of course not. Sometimes I encourage them to sneak into the palace to steal General Remmors's gold, just to liven things up around here, you understand?
If you're depositing gold or goods, we guarantee to keep it all safe. If you're withdrawing gold and goods, you're on your own. Safe and secure no longer accept.
You give us your gold,
was him, I swear it. Sai Sahan in the flesh. Last I
Whether writ or will or waver, Darku is your savior. Tell this one, what need have you of the finest forger in all of Senshal? Interesting. Most interesting. Diplomatic papers. Yes, that would get you in to see the Shaveskin General. Of course, skills such as Darku's require compensation worthy of his talent. Ah, yes. These beauties will do quite nicely. Here you are, then. Diplomatic papers, all up to date and ready to present. Just make sure you have an appointment, eh? Wouldn't want to walk in on the General unannounced. Yeah!
Arnil Brock, we're ready for you now.
Finally. I thought I'd never get off this dock.
You said you had a ship manifest. May this one inspect it?
Yes, if you must. It's right on this crate.
All right, this shouldn't take long.
Something the matter?
Do you play games with this one? There is no manifest on this crate.
What? No, that can't be right. I'm sure it was there.
Need this one to remind you. All ships without a sanctioned manifest will be subject to...
I know the law, but I'm telling you, the manifest was on this crate.
Unless you can produce it, we'll have to inspect your cargo.
It could take hours. I have an appointment. Just wait until my guild hears about this foolish treatment.
What is it?
Were you able to secure a meeting with General Renmus? And so we must prepare for our first battle, my friend. A battle of wits. Remember, we must convince General Renmus to commandeer a ship for us. With it, we'll sail to the Dragon's Island and slay the beast. Not much. And what I do know, I'm not sure what it means. A ship sailed directly to the Dragon's Island recently. It displayed no banners, and no one in Senchal recognized it. It's possible we're not the only dragon hunters in southern Elsewhere. I won't discount the possibility, but I also won't plan for it. For all we know, this ship was bound for another destination. Or it has other business on that island. Though I'm at a loss as to what that might be. Let's head to our appointment.
Halt! Official business only.
We have an appointment with General Renmus. Here, our papers.
These seem to be in order. All right, you can go in.
It's not every day that Captain Sai Sahan graces my office.
Greetings, General. I am here to request a ship to hunt down a nearby dragon.
Slay a dragon. And this from a man who couldn't even protect our Emperor.
Perhaps you should speak to my companion. They can share the details of our plan.
So, you're a companion of the infamous Captain Sai Sahan. Though I suppose that title no longer means anything, given the current state of Cyrodiil. Well then, care to share how you plan to slay this dragon? An admirable venture, I'll admit, if not a foolhardy one. Unfortunately, I have neither the ship nor crew to lend you for such an expedition. The city is chaotic enough as it is, and I can't afford to spread my resources. Which is precisely why I can't agree to your request. If a dragon does attack Senchal, I'll need every soldier and ship under my command here to defend the city. I'm sorry. Your cause is commendable, but my mind is made up.
Thank you for your time, General. Come, my friend. Let's speak outside. Well, look there. We have a guest.
Wait, hold on. I think I know someone who can help you. Hello, I'm Aelia Renmus, General Renmus's daughter. I couldn't speak freely in front of my father, but I might know someone who can help you get to that island. But tell me, do you truly believe you can slay a dragon? Then I want to help. Or, well, send you to someone who can help you. You should speak to Zaji, captain of the Perfect Pounce. He may be a smuggler, but he cares about Senchal. And he's my friend. He can get you to that island. I know. My father certainly wouldn't approve. Then again, he hasn't approved of most of my friends since we arrived in Senchal. Not that my father's disapproval has any bearing on this conversation. He loiters around the city's outskirts, along with his first mate, Casca. Just look for a doggy rat and a sench rat arguing with each other. You can't miss them. Oh, and tell them Aelia sent you. I should head back to the palace. Good luck.
Let's see if this Zaji fellow is as honorable as young Aelia believes. Would you care to walk there together? There's much about Senshal I can tell you. Otherwise, we can meet in the city's outskirts. Very well. Follow me. Refugees from the recent dragon attacks have flooded Senshal. They have lost homes and livelihoods. Despite the city's best efforts, most go to sleep hungry each night.
What do you want?
Many take advantage of these hopeless souls. Thieves and cutthroats steal any item of value they still carry. While these refugees languish, the city's underbelly thrives. While the dragons ravage this land, these people will suffer. That is why we must fight. Not for glory, not for fame, but for the innocents of elsewhere who cannot fight for themselves.
Just buy another ship? Casca, you wound Zaji, you truly do. Can't you see that Zaji is grieving? He has lost everything. His home, his heart, his one and only lady love. Oh, how can he go on? The perfect Pounce! The finest vessel to sail the Topal Bay! Someone stole her as we slumbered. A heartless wretch. A thief without honor. A member of Zaji's very own crew. He is sure of it. Nartis Meris. Ugh, may he suffer 1,000 salty cuts. No, but Nartis does. And Zaji knows we can find him in Southgard ruins. Pounce needs provisions before it sets sail. And that's where Nartis will get them. But why are you offering to help, Walker? Aelia sent you. Then you must be walkers of honor. And this one must admit, slaying a dragon sounds quite heroic. Very well. It's a deal. If you help Zaji get his ship back, he will take you to this island. We must head to Southgard ruins and search for Nartis. It is a coastal town of sorts, just south of Senshal. With some persuasion, that clawless dark elf should let slip the location of the perfect Pounce. Then we steal her back. He is the newest member of Zaji's crew. Came aboard only a few weeks ago, and this morning, just as the perfect Pounce is stolen away, he disappears. It is more than a coincidence, this one thinks. Zaji's blood may boil, but his mind remains as sharp as a blade. We came to Senshal for provisions. It is unlikely that Nartis would journey out to sea without stocking up first. That means dealing with the vagabonds in Southgard ruins. It used to be a fort, but as the name suggests, it's seen better days. Now, pirates and brigands call it home. They will not welcome outsiders. Ah, and so we finally move on to one of Zaji's favorite topics of conversation. The perfect Pounce is home to the sleekest profiteers this side of the Topal Bay. She is captained by a roguishly handsome Khajiit who sought fortune from a young age. Indeed he is. There is no treasure too hidden, no adventure too perilous, no glory too great for Zaji and his loyal crew. Danger? This one does not know the word. In such situations, Zaji tends to go with his well-toned gut. And his gut says this dragon will be a problem for Senchal eventually. He will help those brave enough to hunt the beast down. Right after we find the pouch, of course. He is the newest member of Zaji's. Zaji's blood may boil, but his mind remains...
First, our ship is stolen. Then, before we even know where it is, Zaji agrees to sail a stranger to a dragon's island. I should have just rolled over and gone back to sleep this morning. Casca, first mate of the Pounce, otherwise known as the one who keeps Zaji from getting us all killed. If it were up to me, Nartris would have never set foot on our deck. Unfortunately, our bleeding heart of a captain had other ideas. That dark elf didn't know a bowline from a clove-hitch. It was obvious he'd never set sail in his life, yet he was excited to join our crew. Only a fool wouldn't have been suspicious. Naturally, Zaji never suspected a thing. If he's not, we'll find him eventually. If no one has mentioned it, Senshirats are excellent hunters, and I have his scent.
What?
Was him, I swear it. Sai Sahan, in the flesh. The last time anyone saw him was in the Imperial City.
Hear ye, adventurers!
Come and find an honest day's work.
Just not all Khajiit adepts are peace-loving furballs. Wonder who will take this one down.
Greetings, Rook. Ah, look at that swagger. A doughty adventurer seeking work, yes? Saraba can always tell. The dangerous kind. But the greater the danger, the greater the rewards, yes? Guibert Flaubert offers tasks that you can accomplish alone, and Brucius Banius seeks groups of heroes to challenge more powerful foes. Believe Saraba, they both pay well. A wise choice, Walker. Very wise indeed. Please speak to any of my friends here. They will get you started on the path to coin and adventure. Ah, Saraba almost forgot. Take this small retainer to whet the appetite, yes? Farewell. Do not be a stranger, Rook. Southern elsewhere never stays quiet for long. A new day here means new adventures. Moons guide you.
Ah, greetings, my intimidating but likely gallant friend. Looking for honest work? Well, you've come to the wrong place. I jest, of course. I have plenty of suitable heroic work for a person of your stature. Interested? Straight to the heart of things, eh? Excellent. A wealthy client of mine pays through the nose for any foreign books I can get my hands on. Apparently, a few sealed Akaviri tomes still rest on the bookshelves in the Forsaken Citadel. Well, I'm sure I wouldn't know. This client prides himself on his erudition. I suppose he thinks he can open them. Makes little difference to me. I can't read Akaviri. I just need you to enter the Forsaken Citadel and gather up a few. What say you? Do be careful out there, Dragons, can you believe it? Trivia! Ah, excellent! Your dear friend Guibert is an avid student of history. Imperials use the Citadel as some kind of military academy, I think. And the Empire owes a great debt of gratitude to the Akaviri when it comes to tactics, you know. They served the Second Empire for centuries, even ruled it for a time through the Potentate. You see their influence all over the place here and elsewhere. Anyway, the Empire has leaned on Akaviri war doctrine since, well, the beginning, I suppose. So my client tells me. Fine by me. An Akaviri war codex isn't the sort of thing you find resting on the table near your chamber pot. As far as Guibert Flaubert is concerned, if you can't read a book in the privy, it's not worth reading.
Fighting dragons is all fine and good, but they're not the only nasty problems out there. Want to hear more? Yeah. A Gautfang master fled an adeptorium taking scrolls. The Khajiit want the scrolls back. Badly. They also want this pariah, as they call the master, dead. If you find out what this pariah did, let me know. No, the Khajiit don't usually call thieves pariahs, though. This Atarashi earned the name another way. To be clear, if you don't find out, you still get paid. Interested? Good fortune, friend. I'll see you soon.
big and furry. I love them. I've yet to talk to one, though. They're a little intimidating. Someone told me.
Sneak in, Casca. Sneak. You do remember how to do that, yes?
I remember the last time you tried to sneak somewhere. Did you ever remove all those cactus spines from your arse?
Those cactus spines never stung as much as your betrayal, Casca.
Oh, yes, my third betrayal of the day. But who's counting?
Our new companions certainly love to quarrel. Zaji wants to infiltrate the encampment and take Nartis by surprise. Casca, on the other hand, suggests we launch a frontal assault and deal with him directly. Very well. We'll start our search at the north entrance. I'll follow your lead. Meanwhile, Zaji and Casca can make their way to the other side of the encampment. I'll leave their strategy to them. Luckily, Zaji provided a map of the area. I've determined a few locations where I believe Nartis may be, given their relative isolation from the rest of the encampment. At the very least, this path should let us search most of the camp. Enough! You accept the plan.
It is an excellent plan. We'll circle around to the back, yes?
And knowing your mouth will alert every pirate in Southgard along the way.
Anybody up for a game of dice? Falling asleep here.
Don't see Nartis. Let's move on.
Rats aren't so bad. Sure, they carry diseases, but...
There's always something new to learn.
Sign of the Dark Elf here. Let's head north.
Haste your steel!
You'll suffer for disrupting my work.
Come and take us!
You must blame!
think you'll make with that?
Take you!
Walker!
Let's go!
Stop right there. He locked the door. Stand back. Quickly now, after him. That's one way to catch a thief.
Walker, good to see you. Look who Zaji found. Why don't you say hello?
Please, Zaji, don't let Casca rip out my throat.
I'll stand guard while you interrogate Nartis.
All right, I admit it. I stole the perfect pounce and brought it here to Southgard. But I no longer have the ship, I don't. I sold the ship to Admiral Irathi, but they haven't set sail yet. The ship will still berth on the south docks. Irathi hasn't even finished loading up the slaves. Did I say slaves? Silly me! I meant cargo. They're loading cargo. I would never sell a Khajiiti ship to a slave trader. All right, yes, Irathi is a slaver. But I swear I didn't know that until after I sold her the ship. Please, you have to believe me, I'm innocent here.
Zaji wants you to know there are no hard feelings. In our business, it's sink or swim, yes? Oh, that's right! You can't swim! That went exactly as planned, which honestly may be a first for Zaji. Zaji is counting on it. There's no place for slavers in elsewhere. But there's plenty of room at the bottom of the sea. Perhaps Kenarthi will even take pity on Nartis and guide him to wherever it is that Dark Elves go. There's not a sailor in the Topal Bay who hasn't heard of Admiral Irathi and her practices. Many Khajiit have suffered because of her. But now we have a chance to repay this suffering, yes? Oh, you want a plan? Now, that plan would be... Zaji and the Bearded One will draw away the slavers. Meanwhile, Casca will help you secure the perfect house. We'll reconvene when the coast is clear.
Against my better judgment, I think we should follow Zaji's plan. Besides, it's best if you help secure the boat. We wouldn't want our new friend sailing off without us. Let's just say I'm not discounting the possibility. Aelia Renmus seems like a respectable woman, but she may not be the best judge of character. For now, let's hold up our end of the bargain.
Think you'll make with that?
birds. Wouldn't go much farther, stranger. Won't find nothing but stab-happy bandits and murder birds off the road there. Mark me. Murder, terror, you know what I mean. A whole flock of them knocked over a caravan down the road. Like kicking over an anthill, see? Boxes and carts are all wrecked. It's a mess. Well, then again, there might be some shinies scattered about. Never know. I couldn't really tell from where I was sitting. Eyes aren't what they used to be. Thought I saw a Khajiit prowling around nearby, though. Might be a guard or someone trying to pick the wreck clean. Either way, she probably knows what happened.
This is a great area for harvesting. Right behind you, partner. That's the last of them.
Remove that wheel lock or we'll never sail out of here.
Ah, it is good to be home.
We should sail for Sanshao before reinforcements arrive.
Excellent point. Hey, Walker! Get us out of here!
I told you the captain would get the pounce back.
I heard what happened from the crew. I'm glad you were there to help recover the pounce. I don't think Zaji would have handled the loss of his ship very well. Speaking of Zaji, did he agree to sail you to the island? I'm glad to hear it. I knew Zaji wouldn't let you down. I'm coming with you. If this dragon is going to attack Senshal, I want to help defeat it. Besides, I'm sure you could use an extra hand. I'm good with a bow. Look, I'm aware of the risks, believe me. But this city is my home. I can't just stay behind and hope you stop this threat. Not when I can help. I won't stand by while my father and friends are in danger.
You're competent, I'll give you that. Enough to slay a dragon? We'll see. The odds don't look good. We don't know the island. We have no idea how strong the dragon is. We'll have to improvise, and that rarely goes well. And wait for this dragon to burn the city to the ground? No, it's better to die fighting than to perish hiding behind a wall. Besides, we're profiteers. We know a thing or two about the risk. Someone on this ship has to be. If everyone plans for sunny weather, how will we survive a storm? Despite the odds, it's not hopeless though. If we can fight, then there is always a chance we can win.
Guess the captain got the pounce back. He always does. Not the first time he's lost it, you know. Practically everything. If it weren't for old Dirge, the whole ship would sink under the weight of the grime and barnacles. Not that any of these louts would notice. Enough jawing. I've got to see what condition the pounce has come back in.
Now that we've secured a vessel, our next step is to infiltrate the dragon's lair. Zaji will stay on his ship in case we need to make a quick retreat. Casca, on the other hand, has asked to join our hunt. If she wishes to protect her home, she should have that chance. Once we reach the island, we'll search for the dragon. Luckily, we have the Horn of Jadari to help us fight the beast. Indeed. Our journey to recover the relic may have been a long one, but it's proven to be an invaluable weapon. That being said, we may find more resistance than just a dragon on the island. Another ship was seen heading toward the island. I'm not sure if its crew are friend or foe, but we must be prepared for the worst. We can set sail immediately, or perhaps you would like to take a moment to become familiar with the crew.
This one is cleaning. You may help clean, or you may stop bothering this one. Whatever needs doing. Cleaning, mopping, stabbing. Sometimes this one stabs and then cleans up afterward. Also, Chisbari is well known for her cheery disposition. Hooray! See? Chisbari is so cheery.
Jal, you are the one who got us back the perfect pounce, yes? Thank you for that. She may not be much, but the pounce has been this one's home for a long time. Even before Zaji was her captain, in fact. Yes, back when the ship belonged to a rather nasty fellow by the name of Bazahar the Bull. A heartless taskmaster who didn't care a lick about his crew. The Pounce was a lot less colorful back then, in more ways than one. What's not to like? He respects his crew, makes sure we're well cared for, and he's always excited for the next adventure. It's a bit contagious, actually. Still, I don't know if this ship could actually function without Casca. I won't deny Zaji is cunning when he wants to be, but it's Casca that keeps this ship afloat. She schedules for repairs, oversees our provisions, pays the crew. And she keeps us all safe, of course. I haven't seen her lose a fight yet.
So, both Ailey and Casca have joined your hunt, eh? Two beautiful sweet meats willing to fight by your side. Ah! There's no better way to leap into battle. Not that Casca needs to know this one called her a sweet meat. Hmm?
Let's discuss our plan of attack. Judging by that docked ship, we're not the only ones who have business on this island. There's a Dragon Guard proverb. Prepare your counter before the blow. In other words, if they swing at you, be ready to swing back. I also recommend we split our forces to cover more ground. I spotted a cavern northeast of here. Scout ahead and see where it leads. Meanwhile, Casca, Aelia, and I will search for the main entrance to those ruins. Aelia, Casca, you're with me. Stick close and prepare to fight.
I'm always ready to fight. Just keep an eye on the little one.
I can take care of myself, you know.